Hi, welcome to Roll for Bowl. We are a D&D actual play group, and I am realizing in real time that I don't have icons for these players. Um, hi. Hi, we are a D&D actual play group. We are doing Odyssey of the Dragonlords. I am your GM Incompetence. These, however, are not your Dragonlords. In fact, we're not continuing the story from last week, so if you saw that, don't mention spoilers because people in the chat might not have been there for last week. So you didn't see nothing.
Nothing.
But nothing at all. But our heroes are a new group that have been sent out. This is a sort of prequel side story. I think I'm running this. Oh god, is this Rogue One? I'm doing Rogue One. Well, good luck to you guys. I just realized I'm doing Rogue One in D&D. I realized it right now in real time. I am your GM Bid Competence. These are the heroes. I would say the traditional say hi Dragonlords, but it's not who these are. This is a task force put together by Valis, but let's back up a little bit. 500 years ago, there was an oath of peace between the gods and the Titans that would allow an era, a truce, for a very long time. And hello, Arcane Pursuit, and hello. And as the oath is coming to an end, the gods have are relying on the heroes of Thylia, who at this time are coming home. Actually, no, this would have been right about the time that they said that they needed to send for reinforcements for the final battle to come. They would have reached out and told Valis and Kyra and the others that they were doing this. As you summon these groups, Valis has a plan of her own. She has a few people she can rely on, and she has sent them to the Tower of Sidon, Praxis, his base, which, the more I learn about it, is just the Impel Down arc in One Piece, and since none of you watch One Piece, you're screwed. These three heroes have been put forth with a very specific request. See, Sidon has a number of children he cares for greatly that he has raised. Reed, I do not need you throwing shade at Valis from your side character in the chat. So we're playing with two heroes tonight. As the three heroes have been tasked. See, Sidon rules the seas, and it is by his incredible will and strength that the seas have become so dangerous that the heroes of Thylia, the Dragonlords who cannot be with us today, needed to find a ship worthy of sailing, worthy of traversing. Now, with Sidon removed due to prior events, the seas are calmer, but the winds and the tide are still dangerous. But Sidon, as he loves his children in his way, and is empowering them and training them to be gods, has many gifts. And in the top tower, in the top room known as the throne, is the Titan's will, a room by which he is able to control the flow of the sea. The heroes here have a specific task: get to the top room, usurp that control, and in doing so, expedite the travel from the other islands to Mitros. Previously, our heroes asked for the help from other islands. Doing this will ensure that the help gets there in time. As we know, the end of days started to come a little early due to shenanigans by Reed and Jennifer. Therefore, the travel times were changed. By all rights, your ally should not arrive in time. But if you succeed in this and bend the wind to your will, they will be able to arrive there sooner. In fact, you might be able to bring some other allies. Fail and no one will ever know what happened to these heroes. I thought that would be a fair mission with decent stakes. A little carrot. I'm going to roll a 1d3, and I want each of you to tell me, introduce your characters, and since we only have one shot to do it, also if you could tell me their favorite play, their backstory, and which family member meant the most to them, that would be really appreciated. We had a discussion beforehand about backstories, and we're not going into them too much with these characters. So tell me your characters' name, their class, and introduce yourself. You know what? As we go into the end of the year, I don't want you to tell me about your character. I want you to tell me something about yourself from this year that you were excited about. Is that fair?
Sounds fair to me.
Tammy, I rolled you. You got to go first.
Oh, heck.
Oh, you got your
Okay.
wish on a monkey's paw. That's prep for next week.
Totally fucking did. So I'm Tammy. Today I'm playing Celia. She is a siren warlock. And what Ben was asking or mentioning earlier in terms of backstory, he wanted our question to be something related to this character. I'm like, I don't freaking know. I just literally slapped her together yesterday with Reed's help.
And that wasn't the word she used.
No, it wasn't. So I literally know nothing about her, nor do I want to, because hey, what's gonna happen to her?
So what's something Tammy's excited about for this year, for the last year? A moment that Tammy is proud of in your life that you want to, something you want to shout. Oh, nothing.
I am put on the spot. I am literally.
Tammy, what's your favorite movie?
Oh,
come on.
It depends on my mood. I have different ones for different moods.
Okay,
Tammy, it's Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
What's your mood for stage fright?
What?
What's your favorite movie?
I look forward to the holiday time when Reed and I can have our Lord of the Rings freaking 1, 2, 3 movies in a row. There you go. Happy?
I'm never happy, but at least I have Glee.
What the fuck? That's Reed's line. Tammy's disorganized today. Okay?
Reed, where is that from? Happy? I'm never happy. What is that from? It's a quote from something.
I thought it was just a quote of Reed.
I've been using it for so long that I have
no
idea.
It's a meme. It's from Avatar. That's right. It's from Avatar. So Zuko say, "Are you happy?" And Zuko goes, "I'm never happy."
I don't think that's where you got it from, though.
No, I've definitely been using it longer than I've seen Avatar. But that's just because I'm chronically depressed.
We hope you enjoyed today's show, everybody. Remember, if you want to see more of this, you can subscribe.
You can even have your own adventure with Ben.
Yeah, if you want to do that.
Not that it's related.
You just saved a lot of gamers a lot of money. Reed, can you go?
Oh gosh.
That's not great. Yeah. Do you want me to go? Sorry.
Yes, I want you to go. Your character, and something about this year for you.
All right.
Or favorite movie. Or fact about you.
I'm chronically
We're in
depressed.
free fall. Yeah, very good.
Oh, honey.
You know, we could have just played Jackbox for this one. We could have just done that.
Anyway, I'm Reed.
Oh, that would have been good.
Normally I play Cleon, but today I'm playing the Medusa Ranger, Melpomene. And this is a callback because you might have seen her on the stream before. It was a long, long time ago.
During the great games, the what truly did not need to be an arc and was the best arc he ever did.
um,
Uh,
I mean, there's a lot of day-to-day things that sort of pass you by. I think the most recent one for me is when I did that preview, like the
Mm,
recap video
mhm.
a
That
couple of
was really
weeks back.
good.
Like I'm really happy with how that came out, and you know, it was just something I did on a whim, and it sort of worked.
That's fantastic. Allie,
very
what about
much
you?
work.
Hi, I'm Allie. Tonight I'm playing Phoebe, who is an Eladrin cleric. And something I'm proud of this year. Is that what we're?
Excited about?
I don't know which
Excited
one we're
about? Want to
going with.
share? Something you want to share about this year that you're excited about?
Um, I uh,
You also have depression?
nothing exciting happened this year. Just kidding. I'm just excited that it's finally like the winter holidays and it's finally cold where I live because it's been. I moved somewhere cold.
Don't get it.
I do.
Oh, you.
Well, this was a journey here. We're gonna go on break.
You might as well join in, Ben. You might as well join in and come up with something too.
This year, after 14 years in the video game industry, I finally left it and became self-employed as a game master full time. And it's been a bumpy road. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's difficult, but it's something I'm always grateful for. And I'm really glad that when I get to spend time with you all on stream, it's actually part of my job and something that I it's reoriented my profession, and my mental health has significantly improved now that I'm not tied to free-to-play mobile games. I am really grateful for a transformative year. I appreciate it, and all y'all, and the people in the chat who have a sense of continuity and show up for the streams, which I never thought would be possible. Never thought that would be a thing.
Well, I can't definitely top that.
I also got WarioWare for the Switch, and if you know the personal chat that I'm in with Allie and some of other friends, you know that might actually, you know how much I like WarioWare, that might actually be competing for the best thing of the year. That's not a joke. Our heroes made their way to Praxis Tower of Sidon. Before we jump in, did you guys have anything else you want to say before we do this? Because I'm just going to launch into this.
Launch away.
All right, roll for initiative. Sidon was never dead. This is no. How great would that be?
Surprise,
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
you mentioned I'm going to do an aside here because I'm not taking tonight seriously anymore. You mentioned Praxis as a side mission, and I was like, that's such a fucking great idea. I'm going to commit to that. So then I told you all a couple days ago, like, oh yeah, let's do this. We're doing Praxis, blah, yeah. And then I looked at the document for how it would be, and I'm like, well, I'll just condense it to like an 3-hour session. I looked at like, you can't condense this, and it's the largest dungeon in the campaign.
Woo!
Okay.
You wanted praxis, Reed?
I suggested it as a possibility.
It was his idea.
I know. What the?
He literally
frick?
messaged it, suggested his idea. This bitch literally messaged me, and he says that he's like, well, if you don't want to make up a new setting, we could just do Praxis or something. And I said, that's great.
I thought
And
it
he
was
said,
just
fine.
another island that we hadn't been to, Reed.
Well,
No, it's like the Nether Sea. It's a base. It's like the barge.
well, I think in my defense, I said an island or Praxis or something like that.
I will dig this chap up. I will throw you under the bus. I don't even know if it's your. I'll edit the screenshot. I'll get.
Quote, what if
I'll
we
get
follow
Photoshop.
Mel?
Oh shit!
Bell
He
us for
actually
her
found
to
it.
go get something from one of the islands after Chelsea attacked. We just play our backup characters through another quick island hop, basically. Or even maybe infiltrating Praxis.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you said let's do Praxis. We have to. It'll die if we don't do it.
That's what I heard.
Uh-huh. Sounds like Reed. Okay.
We should have done Death House. Okay. So.
Oh.
But at level 11.
I almost suggested a side quest with our Strahd characters. That
Oh.
close, because I miss my girl.
Jesus, that'd be a hell of a crossover.
Hmm.
If you're wondering if we're going to do the game tonight, I honestly don't know at this point. Hold on, I'm going to message the groups real fast. 1 second.
That actually would be really cool. I'd love to play Crunch again.
Jesus Christ. Where my mind is like, I could do that. I could actually have that ready in 10 minutes. Okay. Ben called me a motherfucker over Odyssey. It's a term. That's fantastic. I did just call Reed a bitch, but in my defense, I have poor judgment.
Also, in my defense, I kind of am a bitch.
I like that when Tammy's mom said that, Gamerbot jumped in and also told on me on a completely unrelated thing. Did you see that in the chat? He was also like, I got something. I've been canceled. I posted something for the chat in the chat for you guys. Yes, I call Arcade. Oh, honey, yeah, that's Arcade got the nicest one. So, read Tammy, check the chat when you get the chance. Just checking. Okay, so, I am distracted by actually switching over to Strahd right now. Listen, let's do this. You guys, you guys are, hold on. Something might be happening in the chat.
Might have to just tweak levels, but
Should we put it up to a vote?
What campaign we playing tonight, y'all?
Are you guys down for that? Are you guys okay with that?
Fuck, why not?
yeah.
Okay, here you go. I'm putting it in the chat. I'm gonna put to vote to you guys. We can do one of two because here's the thing. Jin's not here. And obviously she's the most ruly, orderly one of us. No, Jin's not here. This story that we're doing.
I will not have Jen's good name besmirched on this stream, thank you.
So basically, we're planning to do this story. We had the story in mind that was like sort of a side tale about something that happened in preparation for the end of days. And we can absolutely run that. But it was something that like wasn't crucial to the story. We made, with the exception of Reed's Melpomene and Allie, is it the one we talked about?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Phoebe was already built.
Allie had an idea, but it was mostly like a throwaway story that we thought would be a little fun to do. But also, I've run Curse of Strahd with all three of these fuckers, and we could actually just run Curse of Strahd as it not the main thing, but we could do like a side story or something.
Revenge of Strahd.
We could just fucking do Death House, actually. So I'm gonna put it in the poll and ask what you guys want to do. Do you want to see a taste of the horror campaign I run, or do you want to try this? Let me put it in the poll in the chat.
Also, sorry for eating. I skipped dinner. I'll be done soon.
Are we trying this session? Are we?
No effort November.
Yeah, last week no effort November. Is there a third option while I'm putting this poll up?
Oh, was there?
I was thinking just talking, just literally just having a talking stream, or like Jackbox. I'm brainstorming now.
I'll play D&D.
All right, we'll do
Yeah.
D&D.
Gotta be
Okay, let's
D&D.
put it for 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Okay, here we go. Put in the vote. If you guys do this, I'm gonna have you all be level 2 or 3, and then we'll just do like Death House, and we'll start from there. Or no, we'll do the other opening camp session you guys have never done.
Level 2?
What level do you want to be?
11?
Do you want to be level 11? Do you want to be level
This
11?
is built to level
Yeah,
11.
let's do it.
Okay.
Strahd comes in, and we just...
Just
fucking get him, guys!
Just the final battle.
We do Curse of Strahd, or we could do. We have two. You guys can all vote if you want. Players
Oh,
can
yeah.
vote too. The music
Oh,
stopped
so-
running. I just stopped caring at some point.
You know,
You guys want to be at level 11? The three of you do the Amber Temple?
Yes.
Jesus.
it's just like...
I mean,
we've been doing this for almost 100 episodes here. We had to lose our fucking minds eventually.
Yeah, I knew that, like... And, like... 1 second. 1 second. I mean, like... We know, like, on some level, this session, the narrative isn't as weighty as the other ones. And I think that we just... you know, we have the literal, actual end of days happening soon. And... So I think at this point, everyone's just sort of like, we're letting our hair down one last time.
Ben or
Ben
Jen will
flip-
come back to this episode and be like, well, I didn't miss nothing.
or she'll
Yeah,
be like, you
really.
guys did Strahd without me?
It could go either way, yeah.
The Amber Temple, for those of you that don't know, and Rose, I don't think you're, Gamer, I don't think you're going to see the Amber Temple in your campaign. But for those that don't know, Amber Temple is just a whole other beast. It is a campaign, it is a segment of Curse of Strahd that most of Curse of Strahd is built like a roleplay immersive experience. And then the Amber Temple is built like a full-on fucking dungeon that you might die in, and it's really hard. The first time I ever ran it, just why they're doing voting, because it looks like it's going that way, I'm chatting. I ran it for Reed and Tammy's group, and I literally told them at the beginning, I refuse to run this as printed, because this is so hard that I think you will stop having fun in my campaign if I run it as printed. So I'm going to run it very, very difficult. And I still do. I still literally refuse to run it as printed. Because I tell groups, you will not have fun. You think that I'm taunting you with a challenge too hard. No, I think it's so difficult that you will not have fun.
Congratulations, 3 fireballs to the face, bitch, before you even move.
Yeah. Yes, that is the thing that happens. Actually, it's 4.
What was it that you got me with? Word of Death or whatever the
Finger of Death, yeah.
Finger of Death.
Yeah.
Out the game.
Also, GamerBot, the reason your story might not go to it because what's weird about Amber Temple is you only go there if you have a Taraka card that compels you to go there. If you don't get that card, it's never going to be mentioned.
Or if you're crazy, because I think we did, but we didn't.
Yeah, yeah. I've had 2 groups just go to Amber Temple on a whim, and I'm like, okay.
Oh no, we did have a narrative reason to go. I remember now.
But also, I more and more I try and make it like the most emotionally grueling part of the campaign as well.
Well, it looks like we have a winner.
Yeah, we do have a winner. We're doing that. So let's set that up a little bit while I get this going. This is a hell of a thing. So I'm gonna jump in this real fast. While I'm setting this up, the 3 of you make your level 11 characters. You can be continuations of the ones that you had before. But for continuity's sake, it's an alternate timeline where you 3 teamed up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
No introductions, no whatever. You play that.
Magic items.
Sure. Yeah. You guys can keep the character, keep magic items. Okay. Gamerbot's in the chat. He's playing Curse of Strahd. Arcane's in chat. They're playing Curse of Strahd. So I'm going to be very vague here. Don't keep the items that are very special in Curse of Strahd. You know the
Oh.
ones that I mean. Okay.
Strahd's gonads.
Don't Strahd's gonads. Yes. Arcane Pursuit. Ismark is not in Death House. We have 3 different groups represented. We actually have 4 different groups that have played Curse of Strahd with me represented here, and 2 of them
Do I
have
count twice?
romanced Ismark. Now you do. Oh, you've been in 2 Strahd campaigns.
I've
That's
been in 2
right.
Strahd campaigns.
Jesus.
I have not romanced Ismark though.
He's been romanced in so many of my games. Everybody loves him. I played him sadder. I played him more and more laughing on the outside, sad on the inside, and also with the himbo vibes. And the groups have just like really gone into that.
Okay, to be fair though, I have propositioned him twice in our campaign.
Yes, twice you've told him you would just completely rail him.
I'm just DTF, okay? I'm gonna die. Who cares?
We had the most
Your characters are
chaste.
slutty.
Okay, not all of them. The one we're meeting tonight is just the biggest virgin you've ever met.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Reed and Tammy and Jin's story was funny because it was the most chaste, and it was actually. You guys can get your characters 11 and put them in the chat whenever you're ready. Like I'm just setting up.
I'm just gonna go with Mel.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
You're picking Mel to
Fucking why
Barovia?
not?
You're not playing Kojima, not Koj?
Nope.
Oh.
The betrayal.
I tell you, half the reason I was doing this, I want to get Mel out of the gates there. Come on.
That's fair.
Okay.
Okay.
You remember my boy?
Back in the
Do we need to do
day.
intros again?
Dear
We'll
God.
do intros now. I'm Mel. I'm a Medusa Ranger. Apparently, somehow, we've been dragged off to Barovia. Not sure how that's happened.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Are you being crunched, Tammy?
I'm being crunch.
We're just going into this smoothly. Okay.
I don't have the time to be able to change the little icons, so it is what it is.
That's okay. I'm
that
crunch.
is the least disruptive thing about what we're doing here. Your crunch? Sorry.
Yep.
We were doing 100 down the highway, and all of a sudden, into reverse.
Off-roading. Tammy, tell us about Crunch. I don't know enough about Crunch.
So Crunch is a level 11 Warforged fighter. So he's a multi-class. He's kind of looking like, let's imagine C3PO, but a little more rusted and dented. And he's got a nice big dent in the forehead here. And at first he started off kind of just like a robot, not quite sure how to act. But then it's like, as we progressed in our session, he kind of sort of was becoming a little bit more normally like human-like.
Mm-hmm. I like it. Yeah, that's a fair description.
He's my tank. He was my tank. Loved playing him.
He's your tank.
Yeah.
How many hit points does Kiki have?
Oh, I don't know. Crunch here. Oh, hey. For whatever reason, Crunch is down. Can I like take a long rest to get him back up to his big 92 point?
Nope, that's it. He came into this.
No!
He came into this world flawed and broken, and he'll leave it that way.
Oh, my boy.
Yeah, no, go ahead with that. Go with that.
Okay.
And
my baby.
And Allie, do you want to tell us about your character? Your one non-slutty character?
My one non-slutty character. To be fair, the other character I was going to play tonight is also not slutty. But
sure. Until she meets a Minotaur.
Rude. So Agnes is a Hexblood druid, Circle of Spores, and she is haunted by her past of being raised by a hag, and hates hags more than anything in the world, even though she looks like one. And she sometimes tears off her skin.
Oh.
We might get that this session. I sent you guys the links to join the other campaign now. Jump into that.
This is wild.
This is the weirdest thing I've done.
Wait,
This is when it
Where?
feels like a streaming show to me. Because
Yeah,
this just feels.
Where did you
It's
share
in
that?
it's in behind. It's in our stream chat. I tagged you. I tagged everybody behind the stream.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's before we shared our characters sheets.
Oh, okay.
What color are Bulbug's eyes? I'd say like a hazel.
I can't know this. This is not healthy.
Listen, he wasn't even. Bulbug's role was to die one session in. He was never meant to have a personality.
Wrong.
He certainly wasn't meant to have a threesome with a goddess.
All right, let's close that window. No Odyssey. We're back to Strahd. Oh my god.
Back to Strahd.
Strahd.
Strahd! That's the name of this session. We did it. Strahd of. What's going to Strahd? I don't want to force it more than that.
Chickamoo. Oh my god.
Chickamoo. That's amazing.
I know. That sounds so cool. Thanks,
Okay.
Michael.
Going in with our full Strahd.
I gotta pick my spells. Hang on.
Pick your spell slot. You guys really have your character. Okay.
Why? Do you just discard your characters after you're done playing? No, I'm attached to these people.
I deleted the Roll20 for it, but I didn't delete the characters.
You've had access to Agnes this whole time, buddy.
Jesus.
I never left.
There she is. HBIC. All right. There's Crunch.
Yeah.
Jesus. So, actual real story I want to say before we get into this, because I don't want to waste too much time tonight. I want to be efficient storytellers.
40 minutes later.
40 minutes later.
God, 40 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
Where does time go?
I do want to say, Reed and Tammy have a special honor along with Jen. A very real one. Like a serious moment thing in my campaigns. They were the first group that I ever ran a campaign with the attempt at making the angle of emotional narrative and character engagement and stuff like that. And those of you that play the game know Irina Kolyana, and I'm not going to say any spoilers, but you know that character in Curse of Strahd. And the first milestone moment as to what kind of GM I wanted to be was at the end of her story. And there's several different ways her storyline can end, so this isn't a spoiler. But when her story ended with them, it ended with a way where they were going to get a chance to say goodbye. And some of the players started crying. And I was getting really emotional. It's so hard for me to cry, but I started getting really emotional. And I realized that I was like, this is the type of story I want to tell, and these are the types of players that I want to tell these stories with. And that was you guys are amazing. That was an incredible moment. And then Allie's group came after, and I fucked them up, and it was great. But that was you three, as in you and Jen and Reed and Tammy and all that, were like the first storyline that I was like really proud of, like hitting the emotional beats with. And I think Jen cried on demand later, which is incredible. Amber Temple. This is a batshit session, guys. I'm going to put your tokens here. Now, you may look a little like Cleon and Kiana and some others. That is just a weird lighting thing. Oh, it's actually not even letting me drag the characters over. We're doing great. This is great. This is a great session. Why isn't it letting me bring them over? Okay, there we go. It won't let me bring over Cleons.
Where does this spell come from?
Reed, I swear to God, it will literally not let me bring over just yours.
I'm cursed.
I have never seen this spell before, and
What's
is
it called?
wild. Death Wish.
What the fuck is that?
It's a reaction, which you take when you are reduced to 0 hit points. So, a creature you can see within 120 feet gains temporary hit points equal to your maximum hit points. You gain 2 levels of exhaustion. You're muted.
This is not a. I don't see that listed as like a real spell. Like, what's the source on it, or where
I
is it?
don't know. I've never seen it before.
Where are you seeing it now with
On
your
my
eyes?
list of spells to choose from. I'm not gonna pick it, but I've never seen that before. Maybe
Okay,
it's
well,
a homebrew thing.
yeah, turn off homebrew spells.
Bro. How do I?
Okay, just don't pick it. Just don't pick it. We're fine.
I
We're fine.
won't.
But I'm sorry that you guys caught Allie cheating. It's disappointing to me too. Reed, I swear to God, there's some weird bug where your character is the only one I can't pull into this. I don't care anymore. I don't care. I used to be a GM. You're gonna use Cray.
Yes.
You're gonna use Cray because I
Oh.
literally there's some weird bug where your character is the only one that I can't transfer over to this. Everyone else is. You broke your fate so hard that you now don't appear to anybody else.
Keep
You have
doing
fully
that.
severed. You have fully severed yourself from the strands of destiny. Hey, you guys want to play D&D?
Yeah, let's do this.
How? It's still there. I turned off homebrew and it's still there, so it must be from a new source.
Weird.
Oh shit, my 2 magical items. I gotta think of that. Okay. Shit. What kind of weapons did Crunch was able to do, hun?
Yes.
Fuck.
Yeah, your weapons are. You're on there. You have them equipped. Just don't use the one. I'll just give you.
I've like unattuned it. So
I'm giving you the longsword. I'm giving you a longsword.
Okay.
Let me give you here. Let me. I'm gonna help you, sweetie. 1 second. Take a +1 longsword.
Okay. I will take that.
I also know someone else I'm bringing into this. He's jumping in. Oh, D&D, honey. You don't know what you've missed. So if you're just now tuning in, we are a Greek Odyssey D&D stream that will now be resuming our non-existent level 11 Curse of Strahd campaign. Why?
Oh, the music.
Right? It's been a while.
Oh, I missed this.
I have the playlist. You know what? Honestly, why don't you just run Curse of Strahd again after Odyssey? Like, let's talk. Okay, never mind. I'm getting ahead of myself. Jen couldn't make it tonight. On air, in real time, we'd all realized on a whim that we'd rather just, instead of doing a one-shot for Odyssey, just relive the hardest level of Curse of Strahd. So, all of these are former Strahd players that are playing their characters from previous campaigns.
Or current campaigns.
Well, Melpomene, right?
Do we need? You guys already introduced your characters, correct? We don't need to do that one.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. So, Allie's playing Agnes. Allie, you want to introduce Agnes again real fast for me?
Yeah. Agnes is a hexblood druid, circle of spores. She likes dead things and fungus, and sometimes when things get out of control, she pulls her skin off.
There's a strange nightmare I've mentioned before that the Tower of the Lotus Witch contains windows to worlds beyond and worlds beyond those worlds. And there is a dream she has of one of the windows you saw, the land of Barovia. Elsewhere and deep within, a very strange event is occurring. Is it a dream? Is it real? Is it a prophecy? Dalliance of fate and a vision in the water? It's hard to say. But right now, in the shadowy and grieving land of Barovia, where sunlight was long forgotten, and the castle Ravenloft peers over the countryside. There is a place in the far south, protected by a great many curses and the snow and the hail. There's a place known as the Amber Temple. It was once a repository for the knowledge of the world, but is now a damned and doomed place, long forgotten. And that's for the best. As they come out of the cold, 4 adventurers find their way in. At the front of the group is an elven man in a cloak. He pulls off when he gets inside. Looks around, an all too serious scene. He looks, and Casimir Velikov says, "This is it. It's safe. You can come in. Safe for now." Euphemian, formerly Euphemian, Melpomene, as you enter,
Ripley.
what does your character look like? What do they do when they enter this place?
So she is a very tall woman. long green snakes for hair, and vibrant yellow eyes. She's wearing sort of tight leather and a thick cloak, which she has pulled very, very tight over herself. And she's gonna step in. It's just, fuck, it's cold.
Yes. I informed you of that previously, Casimir says. One more coming in. Agnes, do you want to describe your character and what she says as she intrudes?
Agnes is a tall, lanky, semi-muscular hexblood. So she's got green skin, the traditional heg features. The crown sticks out on both sides, almost like horns made of the type of fungus that is kind of like almost bony looking, so it looks like bones. I'll post a picture at some point.
Deadman
It's
fingers.
been a minute since I've described her. She's dressed in armor that's covered in mushrooms and fungus, and a cloak that has lichen along the bottom of the hem that looks almost like ornate stitching. She carries with her a large staff, and on her head she wears a crown that has a dragon on it. I don't know if I trust this place.
Timmy, I sent you a question in chat.
Mm.
Just give me a yes or no on that, and we'll be good.
Oh! Yeah!
As she looks in, there's a fluttering, a flapping of wings as this snow owl flies in, moves past, and comes and lands on Casimir's shoulder, and sort of looks in. And Casimir says, "You will be safe, Peanut." As Tammy's character enters just behind his familiar, Tammy, what does your character look like, and what do they say when they come in?
All right. So Crunch walks in. As I described earlier, you can imagine a golden. I don't even remember how tall he is. A golden warforged, kind of rusted looking, kind of dented. His arms can fully articulate, though not like C3PO. He's not stuck like this. So as far as anybody can tell, he's walking normally, not like a robot, but he's got these great big kind of light bulby eyes that kind of tell his mood at time. They can sort of change color. Um, and just a little slit for a mouth. And basically, I'll just come in and basically just say, I see. Peanut's already found you.
Yes. They are eager. They don't realize that they're in mortal danger. Do you realize that you're in mortal danger, little Peanut? And the owl just sort of puts its head down cautiously.
For the record, Peanut is like the cutest little freaking owl possible that you just want to run and squeeze gently and hug. And he loves people. Well, he loves his friends.
And Casimir says, at the far side of the temple should be the information that we need. But I put it to you, if I go forward by myself, I will very likely die. And I trust you now. You see the large temple, massive. 2 stories, you're on the second story, the first one going deep down into the ground of the mountain. The doors are closed, it's deathly still. The halls are wide, and about 90 feet from you, on the other side, is a tall statue of a person, robed with hands held as if in reverence, but the top of their head is missing, not in the sense that the statue's head is vandalized, but there is a magical darkness all around the top of the head, as if there just isn't existence there. Doors hang open to the right. It is anybody's action. What do you want to do? There's also doors to the left that are closed and stairs going downwards to the lower floor.
Have we got a map?
Do you have a map? Do you ever? The map that lives rent-free in my mind. Reed, if I don't know what tech you have set up for the stream, but if you want to share the map, you have my blessing to.
We'll see what happens. Right now we're on the other thing, so let me just see if I can get that configured.
It's up to you.
No, that's the other thing. Hang on a second. Let me see.
How many terms? I'm looking. Okay, so you guys don't know this if you don't run a stream, but like there's a list of all the actions the moderators have had to take, and just today's is just a list of words that Reed has had to greenlight after people quoted me.
Uh-huh.
So it's just words he's greenlit from me. This is our best stream. I'm a good storyteller. Micah, how dare you? While Reed's setting that up,
All right, I think this is gonna work.
Agnes or Crunch, would either of you like to take an action? Do you guys have any idea how fucking long I wanted to do a crossover between my groups, and it would only amuse me? I think this is the only group where that could actually work out for the players. I just wanted to see it for myself. But Agnes or Crunch, do you guys want to take an action?
Well, that's ominous. Looking at the statue.
Yes, there's a darkness there. Could be, Casimir says, could be renewed. Could be, it could be continually renewed by some source, or there could be someone there.
Well, I'm just a little worried about open paths, so maybe we take one of these doors.
Sure.
There.
I mean, I could always send Peanut ahead to take a look and kind of quickly scout out first. If you wanted to take a minute to do that.
Enoch goes, turns and looks at you.
I could also go. You want to go one way, I'll go the other.
Sure.
All right. Agnes puts in between her teeth her fingernail and just pulls, and it comes out like very slowly, and she's holding it in between her teeth, and she just holds it out to whoever's gonna take it.
Crunch will.
What is that? That's not okay.
Just
Does
hold
that-
on to it.
Does that normally happen?
Yeah, that's normal.
Okay.
Just hold on to it. It'll be fine.
You're the first person I've seen do that. Okay.
Casimir says that is disgusting.
Good. Agnes just shakes her head a little bit, shakes it off, and then while she's shaking, turns into a fluffy gray cat.
Breaks
Oh,
off
no.
into a small gray cat.
Is
As
this
you
like a
turn-
homing beacon, I guess, for her to come back to?
As you turn into this small gray cat, I'll put this token here. We'll remove Callista from the board briefly. And this token belongs to all of you. Agnes, you have your cat form.
Move it.
Can you control it?
I can't. I can only control Kyron and Kiki.
Alright, my bad. Let me see. I should be able to say who. Oh, controlled by all players. Never gliding, night vision, 30 feet. All right, there we go. Go, do it.
Okay. Which way is the owl going?
The way you're not going.
All right. I'm gonna go to the left.
I'll go to the. I'll send Peanut to the right.
You get ready to send Peanut, and Casimir tells Peanut, pets Peanut, and goes, "Remember, little one, you cannot truly die, and the pain you feel is an illusion. So, this will not matter, and you will be okay." And Peanut looks at him. He goes, "What?" He goes, "Indeed." And you're sending. Where are you sending Peanut?
Are those
It's-
stairs going down or are they going up?
These are going down.
Down. Okay. Then yeah, I'll send Peanut down to basically just fly over and just take a quick peek, so we know what to expect. Hallways, doorways, monsters.
This
Anything.
owl loops through. You can loop through this. Flies through. And you have a telepathic connection. Do you want to see what Peanut sees?
Yes.
Peanut flies through and sees, swooping low at first, sees the open area of the Amber Temple with two hallways going left and right down below. You also see closed doors leading deeper, further into the chambers. And up here, I'll move your character here for vision. You also see a balcony that reaches further into the back rooms. Doors open.
Mhm.
And shattered area over here. Shattered other balcony on the other side. As Peanut swoops past, you see this glimmer of red light from over in the top left on the side of the room. Sparkle. And then there's this huge explosion. This fire appears, and in a moment, Peanut is destroyed. The fire appears, and there's like where Peanut was, there's like this little tuft of like
No.
of stardust, what looks like starlight,
Yeah.
and small feathers that dissolve into starlight.
Oh.
As Peanut was one shot, but also I want to remind the audience is a manifestation of magic and not an actual ally just killed on screen.
Yep.
But I killed the fuck out of it.
Owl
Um,
murderer.
You managed our whole Strahd campaign and not doing a thing to Peanut.
Welcome back, Peanut, and goodbye. um,
So, having now seen where that streak of light came from, can we see what's there?
you look over here and you see in over on the top floor three they're not windows but they're holes in the wall almost like arrow slits for like guard towers, and you see this glowing green face on the other side of the tower that's just got him, fuck you, got him, yes, from the other side. Memories, Tammy.
Yep.
And you see this one there. Casimir says, Crunch, I understand that Peanut was not real, was not physical, and did not truly die. I understand that, as I am a person of logic. That said, I also have the heart to ask if we could avenge that death by slaughtering them.
Oh, absolutely. As I pull out my long sword, and pull back my cloak that I didn't say I was wearing, and I pull out my long sword.
Retcon in a cloak just to take it off. That's Barovia, baby. You hold it off. Agnes, you're over here. You're getting ready to move over and explore as this little gray cat. As the explosion happens, you see that over here. You're by these doors which are closed. What do you want to do?
Crunch, you just hear a voice in your head that says, "Can someone open the damn doors for me, please?"
I will go and open the door for her.
What ability are you using, Allie, just for the benefit of the audience?
Oh, it's called Eerie Token. It's
Mhm.
a hexblade ability. If I give you a piece of my body, I can basically cast a message through it until it is no longer there.
Her nail is talking to me.
Hold on. You've got nail. As a once in a lifetime joke, and I'm not going to leave it.
I will also, as I go to open the door for Agnes, I will say, be careful, there is something out in that back corner.
Yeah. Seems like it.
You go and you open this door. Crunch. You push this open. And, you see a number of sleeping bags and cots making it clear that somebody was here a while ago, but is not here now. When you open this door, you hear a voice over here on the side says, "Who's over there? I'll kill you! I'll kill you good!" You're on the other side of the door.
Well, this scouting mission might not last for very long.
I'm going to come up behind Agnes since it looks like this is now a pass that we're going to come through.
Mm-hmm.
Now, from over here, can I see this?
Let me see 1 second. Oh, they didn't transfer your character's visibility. Let me see 1 second. You can't see the door from there.
Okay.
Is the map? The map's hidden for the most part, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
the
Yes.
map is mostly hidden.
Okay, you guys have shared vision. That
We
was
have
the thing.
shared
Okay.
vision, so I can't really
Okay,
tell.
yeah. If you hold Control and if you click on your character, hold Control L, you'll see what only they see.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to move up quietly and into this room.
By the way, I want to say, Tammy, you could summon Peanut again with a rest or a break. I don't want to take Peanut away after all this
No,
time.
I realized that. Yeah. No, I
Okay.
realized that.
I
I know
felt
that I
bad
could
about
bring
it.
him back. No, that's okay. I know that I could bring him back. I just don't know exactly when. So obviously he was around, so he had probably been last summoned in about an hour ago or something.
Just this
So
burst of feathers and stardust. So Melpomene, you get over to the door.
Yep.
Agnes, what do you want to do real fast?
I'm keeping pace.
Okay.
I am doing that thing that cats do where I am kind of winding in between her feet while she's walking.
Mhm.
I'm going to, as quietly as I can, pick up Agnes in one hand.
No. Sorry, Adelaide, that's up to you. That's your line.
Don't put words in her mouth.
Allie, did you have a meow you wish to meow? That's up to you.
That's fine. I'll take the meow you've provided. Thank you.
Meow.
And then I'm going to use my Nature's Veil to become invisible for a turn. And while I
Okay.
do, I'm going to quietly open the door. Sort of, opening it and shielding myself behind it as I do.
So you want to be like hidden as the door opens?
Yeah.
You open the door.
And
As you
I'll be
do.
on the far side.
Okay, you can move. You can move Cray Ren.
Yeah.
I believe you have access to control them. Yeah. So I think it makes Nature's Mantle is what you're using, or are you using a different ability?
No, I'm
Nature's
using
Mantle.
Nature's Veil.
Nature's is that? That's not the item. It's a different ability, right?
No, it's a ranger feature.
Oh, okay. So let me double check that.
It gives you
become
one turn invisible.
Okay. By the way, if anyone's lost watching this, so are we. So you open this door, and you see this green, shining light pouring out. And let me set this up. Yeah, there we go. Light color. Yeah, cool. I did it. You see this green shining light flooding out from the other room, as there is clearly something emitting this. And you hear on the other side, "Who's there? Who opened the door? I'll kill you. And it immediately is going to. So I had a group that got in an argument, a fight with these things, and I almost ripped out my vocal cords.
Don't do that.
And it's immediately going to just cast a fire ray, a bolt of fire, flies over here, hits the sleeping bag, and begins to burn. Catches on fire, and you hear this thing go, "That sleeping bag, fuck it, yeah." And you're invisible. It moves over here you see this floating green skull, or rather a skull that is lit on green fire, come by and look around. Kiki, are you in that room? You're muted.
Crunches.
This thing looks over and sees Crunch and looks at Crunch for a second and goes, "What the fuck are you?"
As soon as he's within range, I'd like to cast Silence.
I have something too.
You're casting silence. So does it? It's in Federation. No sound can be greater with any creature or object inside the sphere is immune to thunder. So you cast it, and it is a. I'm taking this personally, by the way. And you yes, that's a. That feels 20-footish. I'll move it, but is that generally the? I'm assuming you're going to do it like right there.
Yeah.
That seems very. That seems exact. Yeah. I know you well enough. I'm like, this is what reason to do. You cast that, and it goes. It looks at it crunches.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh my god. I'm gonna need it to make a con saving throw.
Ben does this way too good.
Okay. And it needs to make a con save against what?
Yes, please. Against my Halo of Spores.
Oh, okay.
So, you guys can't really see this, but floating around Agnes 10 feet out in all directions is a small spore cloud.
It rolled a 20. What happens now?
Nothing.
And it looks over. As you see, Agnes, you're just held in the air by nothing as a cat. And this cat floating in the air, like its tummy's, it's droopy thing, floating in the air. And Reed, the nature thing only hides you for like one round. You said, right? Oh, let me check for Reed.
Oh,
yay, visuals!
Yes. This is the best session we've ever done.
we have props.
This is the best session we've ever done. Honestly, I'm just gonna throw an idea out here. You guys, let me know what you think. We abandon Odyssey and just do this. What was it?
Awesome props.
Yeah.
Awesome prop, hon.
My sympathies to Fatima, who has to clip this later. Nature's veil only lasts for one turn, one action.
Yeah.
So as this happens, it's looking over and it sees you, and you guys couldn't hear it, but it basically said, "What the fuck, a cat?" And then as it's Milpomedy sort of comes back into vision, holding this, and let me mute my mic while I do this again. It notices Milpomedy the. And we're gonna roll for initiative on these things. Which might just be the fight that takes us through the rest of the session. Who knows?
This is so fun.
I kind of just want to do this for a while. We're having fun.
Oh.
Sorry, we're rolling initiative.
Mip. Initiative. Nope.
Oh, okay.
How do I... Aha!
Just roll it on D&D Beyond it. Yeah, okay. As Mel, we'll call it. We're going to call this crab and we're going to call them Milp. I didn't even think to change your guys' names.
Mine says Agnes.
Well, you're special.
Yay!
Well, I'm not special.
No, that's what I said. You're not. Tammy, what did you get for your initiative?
18.
All right. I can't see your die rolls on there, so you have to update me. Because you're on the same page as me, so we're good. And Yasamir. Yasimir's gonna pull out his dagger and said, "You did not harm Peanut, but you could not have known that Peanut was immune to harm. And for that you will die."
I like this guy.
Casimir Casimir was in Reed and Tammy's campaign, and he was like stoic as fuck, but like really emotional underneath that, and really loved that little owl. But
Aw.
he had like three facial expressions to carry him through the whole campaign. Um, Tammy's mom, thank you. You voted well, and it was great. We all thrive at Strahd. It's my specialty. I don't know why we do Greek myths. There's no adventure in Greek mythology. It's all just hubris and titties. Like it's not. There's no adventure in it. So what was I gonna say? They're gonna take me to context. I'm setting up something here. This skull right here
It's another sticker.
is good.
Hubris and titties.
Hubris and titties. There's not to my soul but hubris and titties. This one is I like that.
Why is the turn order all weird?
It shouldn't be. Oh, let me see. Oh, there we go. This thing on its turn. Oh yeah, that fixes it. So when this happens, one of the other flame skulls in the distance goes, who the fuck is over there? What the fuck is going on? It's gonna fly over here, and as it flies into the silence, and it's going to cast a fire ray at Melpomene.
I love Ben being on silent. I'm sorry.
Does a 17 hit Melpomene?
Is that a spell, Fire Ray, or is it just an
yes.
ability?
It's a spell.
It's
It's an attack. It's attack.
It's attack? Okay.
Does
So,
it hit?
sorry, what was the
17?
17 hits?
So actually it doesn't, probably, because I'm going to use my reaction. And these large silver wings just open up from around Agnes, Cat Agnes, and just
Agnes?
close.
Katniss. Agnes.
What are you using?
Protective wings from my Gift of the Metallic Dragon. Because Agnes also has this.
Oh my god!
For canon compliant reasons that we can talk about later.
Hold on, can you use those abilities when you're in wild shape?
I don't see why not.
Because you can't use spells and
I
stuff
can't
like that.
cast spells, but I can concentrate on spells, and I can do the parts of spells that don't require somatic components or verbal components.
Okay. Okay, so Cat Agnes. So the cat form of the half-witch Inksbean is now going to grow silver wings to protect the Medusa that is fighting the flaming skulls that are screaming profanities. We promised you entertainment, did we not deliver?
Are you not entertained?
So
what does
Mel,
this do?
Your AC goes up by 4.
Okay, then that makes it a miss.
This thing just... And it's going to shoot again. It gets 2 attacks. This one is going to be aimed at the cat. Cat Agnes, what is your armor class?
Cat Agnes? Oh, let's see. Extras, cat. I'm pretty sure that my armor class as a cat is 12.
Do the wings help you in this instance?
No, it only goes against 1 attack.
Okay. Yeah, it hits you, and we're not gonna roll. Well, no, you might. No, you have 2 hits, and it rolls 3d6. It strikes you. And the number of. I want to remind the audience, this is also not a real animal we just killed.
Is Mel still trying to hold me?
He strikes you. This hits Cactus, and she just flies and hits the wall and lands as the hex witch, and knocked out of her form. And the flame skull watches you turn into the. That is its turn. Crunch, it is you.
I need a reminder, actually. When I take hit points and I go to 0, the remaining hit points come off of my HP, right?
Is that true?
Should, yeah.
Oh, okay. In
So you
that
should
case,
probably roll.
you take 11 hit points as Agnes.
Okay. I can do
Um,
that.
let me bring
Where's that?
real Agnes back. Goodbye, Cagnus.
It was nice.
You'll always be in our. You know, if we were one of those. Do you remember whenever BBC Sherlock was big and fans made like merch of every single line of dialogue? I think that Cagnus with silver wings would just have her own product line. And Crunch, it is your turn.
You have to mute for him to hear something, dear.
Unmute, you mean? You want to hear something, Ben?
No.
Crunch
No.
leveling up to level 11. He gets an extra attack, so now he's got 30 attacks.
That's not a thing. You're a liar, and you should be slapped. But please continue. You can attack 3 times. Jesus Christ. I literally, Tammy, listen to me. I literally, truly, sincerely, not figure of speech, did not know that was a thing that was in D&D. To get 3 attacks in one turn without being a monk. I'm finding this out in real time, and I am resenting it. Please continue, my dear.
I just also noticed it. I'm like, oh, cool, I've got my 2 attacks. And then I just read it. I'm like, no, you can attack 3 times. So, yeah. Okay. So, what do I have here?
Remember these guys were terrifying to you, all you 3 back in your own campaigns?
We were level 6.
End them.
I think we were 8.
I
still almost died.
Okay. So I am going to go ahead and I forget how to do this. I'm going to cast Magic Missile.
Mm-hmm. That's roll 3d4 plus 1 and just roll it 3 separate times.
3d4 plus
or 1d4
okay.
plus 1. 1d4 plus 1 and then roll it 3 times.
Okay.
Reed, Gamerbot says they're getting double layered music. Let me try and I don't know what that would be about. I restarted the music. If you're still seeing the issue, Gamerbot, let us know.
Oh, I think I might have an idea. Because I had to do a new thing. I may need to turn off the audio for the watch part.
Okay.
Gamerbot, you guys, if in the chat, if you experience any issues, please let us know right away. We are watching the chat and we want to be aware. Thank you, Gamerbot. You get a high 5. Probably. So you do 3 magic missiles.
Yep.
You're still hearing it. Gamerbot, is that fixed? So you do 3. So you do 4, 4, and 2. You hit all 3 of those. Yeah. And so you hit all 3 of those. Wait, which ones are you hitting? Are you spreading them out, or are you putting them all in one person? Or?
I'm going to right, left, right.
Okay. So you're gonna hit this one for 4.
Sorry, I clicked on the cast to do my magic missile and it did another dice on there, so sorry. So yeah, 4, 4, 2. So right, left, right.
Wait, when I voice act the Flame Skulls, here's an acting tip. I imagine them as anime characters with action lines behind them. So you hit them, and they just sort of one of them spins around as you hit them. And you have they're adorable when they're not TPK'd you. If you have a bonus action if you'd like. Allie, you doing okay?
Huh?
You doing okay?
Yeah, no, that's Agnes.
Okay.
Adorable's an opinion.
What is it? Reed, can you check the chat for what Gamerbot's saying? But go on, Tammy.
No bonus action for me. That's it. I'm gonna stay where I am as well.
I just muted it unless it's coming through. I mean, I suppose I could try one other thing. I could just try turning that off. Still getting it?
Reed, or Gamerbot, you're dealing with Reed now on this. So let me know about that. And what was I going to say? One second. Alec, can you tell me that in real time so that we don't?
Yeah, so when you removed Cat Agnes, I came off of the initiative,
Mhm. All right,
so
one
I should
second.
be 17 or
All
16,
right.
depending on if I keep my initiative that I rolled as a cat.
All right, that's fair. Okay.
Can
Yeah,
hear
no,
the
you got to tell me
players.
that it's easier for that otherwise, like, because it doesn't. It
But
splits my
y'all were
attention.
talking, so I
Yes,
just
but
figured.
I know, but I'm just saying. So this girl over here is going to come over, and it is going to I have the potential for it to do the funniest fucking thing, but I'm not going to. Instead, it's going to. Nope. It's going to cast a spell of its own, and you guys can't see what it is, but it starts to growl and ends up starting to do its magic of its own. As I track that, oh man, I don't like Roll20 for Curse of Strahd anymore. I've moved past that emotionally. Agnes, it is your action.
So I'm going to burn my second what do you call it? Wild shape. This time I'm going to go into symbiotic entity. So this time you guys watch as the spores start to solidify and the fungus starts to crawl up her body and down her arms into almost like an armor covering her body. And I am going to. That's a bonus action, I believe. And then. No, it's an action. That's an action. Bonus action, Shillelagh.
You. Yeah, you do this. You bonus action, you shillelagh, you go into your monstrous form, which we have not seen in a while. And that's your whole turn, correct?
Yep.
I did not put. Oh, yeah. And as that happens, one of
Here
the
comes
skulls
my
just.
44 temporary HP, by the way.
The skull just looks and goes. Melpomene, it's your turn.
All right. Let's make sure I'm good. We're good. I'm going to step back this way. And I'm going to get 2 of my darts out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use which one? Planar Warrior to use a bonus action to select the first skull that showed up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to teleport. Hang on a sec, let me just see. I'm basically going to run forwards until I come face to face with the skulls and teleport 10 feet, so I end up 10
What
feet
spell are
behind
you
them.
using?
This
What
is
ability?
just what I do. This is not a spell.
No.
This is
What is what is it called?
Fucking
Turn
distant
Naruto
strike.
run.
Distant strike. Oh, so this is the thing where you just distant. Oh wow.
So I'll end up here, and I'll throw 2 darts at the 2 skulls, and then throw a third behind me at the 3rd skull.
Okay, now if these are darts, they're ranged attacks. Oh shit, you're good. You can just warp around?
10
That's
feet.
just a thing?
That's just a thing.
What subclass is this?
Horizon Walker.
Aloy? Okay, fine. Just roll your attack rolls. Do it.
So the first one.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Do you also get 3 attacks?
Yeah, well, it works out to it. 18
Explain.
to the first one.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
If you actually see, yeah, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
18. First one hits, roll damage.
So I'm going to roll 2d8 plus another, how much for the Planar Warrior?
Mm-hmm. I'm not helping you.
So
subclass I win.
23 damage
Oh,
to the first skull. Second attack against the second skull.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 15.
15 hits. Roll for damage.
For 8. And then
You
the
strike that one for 8 as well, yeah.
third one is a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits too, buddy.
For a total of 10.
All of those attacks hit. Is that all your movement? As you strike and hit each one of them, and they turn and they sort of vibrate with anger as they look at you. And oh, actually, you know what? You know what? Hold on. For the last one, I need you to re-roll that.
Oh. Oops. Make sure I'm rolling the right one. 20.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. It's fine. This last one, the last skull you see is moving quickly, vibrating with anger, literally to the point where it's blurring. It casts the blur spell, and attacks against it have disadvantage. But it now has to roll concentration on that now, doesn't it?
Yep.
Ah,
Ow.
Jesus Christ.
How much did you miss
Tree-
our bullshittery in Strahd, Ben?
19. This is why it's called Roll for Bull. That's not a joke.
It is
That's
very
actually really-
true, yeah.
Melpomene, is that it for your turn?
I'm going to get some knives ready, and then I'm going to go face to face up against this skull.
Okay.
Just going to sit there like this.
Oh, are you gonna have your middle fingers out?
Yeah, with two darts out the side like thumbs.
This is purely flavor, but it does know the spell Mage Hand, so it's also going to return that with this glowing green one single hand.
Oh, just one.
Allie, what's up?
Hey, so remember how I told you that I wasn't on the initiative?
Yeah,
You remember how I was supposed to be 17?
yeah. Put 17. Oh, we missed your turn before.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I'm
missed-
yeah.
Okay. Go now.
Oh wait, no, I went. I'm
Yeah,
the
Yeah,
you
you
guardian.
did.
did the.
Why am I like this? Please continue. What is wrong with me? I'm
Well,
so
this-
sorry. I was getting text messages. I need to step away for a second.
Mhm. All
I'll
right,
be
you're
right
good.
back. Just pretend I'm not here.
All right. So the two of you in here the session without Jen or Allie. This flame skull is going to shoot at Melpomene. And that's going to crit. It's a 25. So as it shoots that is a that is going to roll a 6d6. That is 18 fire damage to Melpomene.
Halved. Because I have
Why?
resistance.
You're resistant to fire?
I am resistant to fire from my molten bronze skin breastplate.
Said you can pick magic items, didn't I?
You did.
Uh-huh. Cool. What are the odds that would be relevant to this one? That is such a distant shot to land. It's gonna shoot again. 21 hits. And that one hits for 10, reduced to 5. Casimir is what is Casimir gonna do?
Come on, Sea Dog.
Casimir is gonna run over here. It's spelled with a K. And we've been doing this. We've been doing time with him for years, and his name's on the screen. So Casimir is. That's fair. He's gonna come over and go to Crunch and go. If I empower you, will you avenge the bird?
Fucking right.
Good. He puts his hands on you, and he's gonna give you mage armor, increase your armor class by 2. Oh no, hell, mage armor doesn't do that. No, this is a different one. That's a different one.
Oh.
13 plus your dex modifier. Let me see if that would help.
No.
No, it wouldn't. No, you're good. That's not what mage armor does then. He's going to. Okay, then he's going to give you greater invisibility.
Oh,
And you're invisible for right now. Let's put this on you.
okay.
Yeah, fuck it. He casts this, puts this on you. The skulls scream in theory as we get to the top of the round. Since Allie had stepped away anyway, I say we take our 15-minute break here. I don't know what the fuck to expect to come when we come back. This is a weird session. But you want to hit the timer for 2 minutes? We'll be back
All right.
soon. Thank
Back
you all
in a
very
bit.
much.
See ya.
Hi, welcome to whatever the fuck this is. Okay, so I say that joking, but also essentially, Jen couldn't be here tonight. We had a whole story prepared for you guys as a one-shot of something separate, and then for some batshit reason, I don't know. If you believe in moons and Mercury, it is in retro fucking grade right now.
It's the full moon.
We all
Oh, is
decided
it?
it is the full moon tonight, yes. We all
Oh.
decided, fuck it. And every one of these players has played Curse of Strahd with me before and has beaten it. So they're all rolling level 11 characters from the previous campaigns, except for Reed, who's his Odyssey character. And they're doing the Amber Temple, which is the hardest location in Curse of Strahd. This is vaguely canon to Odyssey of the Dragonlords, as I have outlined.
Gamer bot, that is so cute. We have the
was it-
werewolf zoomies.
That is vaguely canon to the Odyssey storyline, in that this is a the Odyssey does have a multiverse, and this is happening in a separate realm. The Odyssey campaign is connected to a multiverse. That is real, and this is something happening elsewhere in that multiverse. So it's canon and not. Jesus, I'd ask if you have any questions, but so do I. Show of hands. You three ready to begin? All right. This flaming skull here.
That's not a nice thing to call that skull. He can't help it if he's gay.
We're a performance troupe. This is what we do with our time.
Oh my god, I love us.
Is gonna fly over here. I don't like you guys. I'm gonna roll a coin here. I'm gonna roll a coin. Who knows what's happening? Are we all drunk? Maybe.
Ben is here flipping a 3-sided coin.
It's still turning. He's gonna screams, comes out, gets out of this kind of silence, and goes and just says, just as it comes out, and just comes out and turns and screams and looks at Agnes, goes, "You're fucking disgusting!" And just like hawks up and channels up a big like green ball
Loki?
and throws and casts fireball at you.
Oh,
It's gonna hit the wall over there and crash. I need you to make a dex save.
Yeah, you do. All right. Saving throws. That's a 5.
I don't think a 5 beats its thing, so we're just gonna go with that. Fire burst, green fire immolates. Agnes, unless you have any resistances, you take 31 fire damage.
Excellent.
You take the full damage?
Yeah. I do.
Bursts and burns. And he
But
goes,
you're still not out of your temporary hit points.
No, and you finally knocked me under 100, so I guess I was I'm
god.
still at 82.
and it just goes, and it realizes that it hasn't actually hurt you yet. Like, you don't have any harm, and it just goes, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Crunch, it's your turn. You're invisible. Yeah, I did this with all three of them for like a fight that lasted 2 hours. I took a break to like drink honey and stuff. Like, I don't know why I'm committed to this. It's optional. There's nothing in the book saying I need to run them this way.
Okay, well, I am going to take advantage of that invisibility, and I will just take, I assume, a step closer to this one here. And I'm going to take a swing at it with my longsword for my first attack.
All right, roll with
that
advantage.
is going... Oh, okay. Okay, then I'll roll a second time, because I didn't realize that. So the first one is 23, and the second one is 20, so 23.
Yeah, 23 hits this challenge rating 4 villain.
Okay.
Are you fighting with one hand or two hands?
One hand, because I've got my shield.
Okay, these things used to be terrifying to you guys back in the day. Roll,
I remember.
So roll your damage on that.
It is the 14.
14, Jesus. You strike this thing for 14, and you crack it in the back of the skull, and it goes in the back of it, and it goes, what was that? What was that? And it turns around, and it looks straight through Crunch and goes, whoever it was better show themselves. Looks at Casimir. You're in your fucking long arms. Crunch, you have another action if you like.
Yep, I'm going to go ahead and hit him. I'm still at advantage.
Yeah, you are.
Okay. Oh, my shift apparently is not working for that. Whoop. Okay, I'll just do it twice. 1 and 2. So 14, and I can't... 23 again.
23 hits. Arcane, I don't know if you're still here, but I just saw the Bullbug art you put in the chat, and this is remarkable. If anybody wants to see minnow titties, please join our Discord. Thank you. 23 hits, roll for damage. Is that our Discord? Put our Discord link in there. Roll damage on that.
I did click it. I thought I... Okay, let's do it again. So that's going to be 11.
11 damage. You strike the thing. It's starting to shatter and break, but it's still technically alive.
Good God. Okay, well, I'm going to take my third attack on him. Oh, there it goes. So now it's rolling with advantage, so we'll see in a moment. That is a 25.
Yep, that'll hit as well. No, you're good, babe. I just need you to describe how you're killing this thing.
Let's say that I will have moved over a step for each hit, just to kind of confuse it a little bit, so that it doesn't try and take a swipe at where I was, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So by now I'm probably behind it.
Every time you hit it, it just goes, "No, stop it! Stop it!" And then you crack it, you smack it, and as you step aside, it looks, and it goes, and it stares straight forward. It stares dead in your eyes and says, "Not just you! I'll just you!" And I say dead in the eyes where it thinks your eyes are, as you smack it from the side and shatter this thing, and it collapses to the floor. Have I been calling Tammy babe? I am so sorry if that's offensive. Or inappropriate.
Really? What?
I guess I call. Ali said I've called you that multiple times.
Literally just now you didn't.
I didn't even notice. I'm clearly not offended.
All right. Well, my apologies to you and to a lesser degree to Reed. This.
You're saying it to Crunch. It's a term of endearment to Crunch.
Crunch is a babe. I'm just gonna call Reed and Ali that too now.
Yeah, sure.
Yep. And then that's it for my move.
This blurred flaming skull over here. Oh, it's got to roll a con save. Oh, I did a con save for it already. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. Okay. I'm good at storytelling. This one's gonna move over here, and this one's gonna look at you. It's gonna go. It's gonna float in front of you for a second. You go. Take a stop fire. You can respond if you want.
I'm in my own silence, so I actually can't.
Oh, okay. So you just flip middle fingers. So it goes. So you guys have fire. You want? Take that off. Take it off. And it's gonna throw. It's gonna. It's gonna cast fireball at you. It's, it's just gonna cast fireball. Roll a dex save. As it wastes its spell. You got this, babe. Okay. See, I'm just gonna shoot her in now.
23.
But you rolled dex 23.
Actually, no. It'd be more than that. That was the dexterity check. Save is another 4 on top of that. 27.
The 27.
Rolled a 19.
Honey, why? So it's just gonna cast a 16. It's gonna do 32 damage, cut down to 16, cut down to 8. So you're gonna take 8 damage from a full-on direct fireball hit. Jesus. It's gonna look at you as the fireball dissipates. It's gonna go. That hurt.
I'm just gonna throw my head back and send the snakes. Although I suppose technically I do have to save on concentration.
For your silence?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, do that. This thing is impressed by your swagger.
17. I think I'm good.
Yeah, I think you're good too. Agnes, it's your turn.
All right, so Agnes is still kind of like smoking and sizzling, and
Yeah, yes.
the and all of the like some of the fungus on her does the thing where it kind of opens up and releases more spores when it catches fire. And she lifts her hand, and it's almost like the specter of death as you watch as her finger uncurls and you notice an extra joint. And out of her finger comes the hex spell. As the spores travel down it, I'm gonna hex this one here.
Okay. I'm all for you hexing me up there, but you need to move to where you can see it.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, let me just scooch them. How's that?
All right. So you scooch them.
Why did it roll? Oh, I know why it rolled.
Yeah.
Apologies. I haven't hit it yet.
Hush, game, you're spoiling the rolls.
Stop it. So it has disadvantage on I want dexterity checks. Actually, no. I want constitution checks.
How dare you?
I think it's saving throws that you need it for, but I don't care.
You have an action now if you'd like to use one.
Yes, please. So I cast Shillelagh on my last turn, so now that it's hexed, I'm just going to do the classic Agnes move. I'm going to step forward, and
You're
while
gonna
I
Shillelagh
do...
into it?
Yep. I'm going to do the thing where I flip it in the air, catch it, and then just come straight down. And I'm going to roll to hit with my Shillelagh. And I cast Shillelagh. I assume I don't need to say it because I said I was holding it already. On the staff that I've been carrying. Yeah. Which, how do I roll with the staff? How do I do this?
Yeah, I don't know. It's
actions.
Oh, you
not
just
spells.
For Shillelagh, no, you just roll the 1d. You roll the +8, so it's one. You click in the spells and click on the +8 by the Shillelagh.
Oh, okay, excellent. Even better. There we go.
I've just started calling people honey and babe like in a lot of different games now. I don't know why.
To hit.
I always want to radiate a very low tier queen energy. But anyway, so 23 definitely hits. Roll damage with that, which is a 1d8 plus 4.
I'm gonna roll a couple things. So here's
why not?
Here's the base Shillelagh damage. So that's 7 points of magical bludgeoning, plus the hex damage, which is another d6 of necrotic damage. So where are you, friend? Which is why it rolled the d6. And then, because I'm in symbiotic entity, I also get another, I think it's 1d6 of additional necrotic damage when I hit with a melee weapon attack. So
do that too.
Let's do some math real quick.
That's going to be 10. because it has resistance to necrotic, so those ones are cut in half. And you're gonna hate this. It has 1 hit left. As you strike this and hit this thing. Actually, oh yeah, and you strike this, hit this thing, and it just sort of, it's still in the silence cloud. One second.
Excellent. I'm okay. Cool. That's it.
1 second. Melpomene, it is your turn. Does it die of embarrassment? I've had a creature die of embarrassment, actually. My wife used vicious mockery on a twig blight that has 4 hits total, and she rolled max damage, so I rolled 4. So I described it as holding itself. It was made of twigs. I described it as holding itself out of shame, and then it just kept holding itself until it was a little bundle of bramble, and then just blew away. So she embarrassed it to death. Melpomene, sorry. So that was your Agnes. I think that was it, right? So it's Melpomene's go.
Yep.
Perfect.
All right. So,
sorry, I didn't mean to step on your moment. We have a serious story going.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to step out of my comfort zone here.
Mm-hmm.
And circle around. So you're like, swears, do you? Take this, you green scum-sucking motherfucking... And pause, because there are limits to what Twitch will accept as far as swears.
Okay, well then we're just going to assume it, but I'm just going to go ahead with their reaction.
With flaming prolapse.
One of those.
I'm going to take a step, or take the 10 foot step, or teleport back.
Yeah.
And I'm going to throw a lightning arrow. So I'm going to cast lightning arrow, and I'm going to throw my dagger.
So you throw this lightning. So you're throwing a dagger, and it's got electric damage. Is that what you're doing?
The next time I make a ranged attack during the spell's duration, the weapon's ammunition or the weapon itself, if it's a thrown weapon, transforms into a bolt of lightning. The attack roll is made as normal. The target takes 4d8 lightning damage on a hit, half as much on a miss.
What's the name of this ability?
This is the spell Lightning Arrow.
Oh, it's the spell that's called Lightning Arrow allows you to cast lightning arrows.
Yeah.
Well, you ask a stupid question, you get embarrassed live on a stream. Yeah. Roll that, do that.
21 to hit.
21 hits, roll damage.
So now I roll the spell damage.
Insulted this one so bad. Melpomene is... I have 2 people that play Medusas, and they play them like very trashy, and I don't know why, and it's wonderful. 27.
16.
Why did I say total? Oh, 16. You know, 16. It's got a resistance to lightning. It ends up taking 8. I'm sorry to get you on that, but it strike it, hits it, and it says, it is. Ah! I don't even have a mother. I just am. Ah!
Let me just check something here.
Your swears are confusing.
There might be something I can actually bullshit here. No,
Oh,
it's
okay.
bullshit,
Are you gonna
bullshit.
scribe? Are you gonna do your scribe thing? I'm saying this mocking you.
Favored foe. So I will
Aw.
increase the damage by 1d6.
It happens when you mark it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
When you
For an
mark the
additional
target.
1.
The first time on each of your turns, you hit the favorite foe, including... Yeah. So you hit one more. And it just... You hit it for one more by marking it, and it just goes... Ow. Um,
I'm so stupid.
I love the flame skulls, and I want to put them in like everything, and they're dumb as fuck.
Your Borderlands is showing.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
there really is.
I'm
Is
going
there anything
to
else you want?
sharpshooter attack for my second attack.
Why not?
Yeah, I don't think that's going to do it. 10.
Oh wait, when you show up with the damage to the arrow, can you roll again on the dart? Roll the attack roll again? It's blurred. You're supposed to have disadvantage. I'm sure it won't make a difference, but I need to be sure.
24.
Oh, you hit better. Okay. Yeah, fuck you. Continue.
So, that was a 10 for dart with sharpshooter, which I don't know. Did that hit?
Does not hit.
Probably
Does
not.
no.
You weren't answering me.
That's fair. I don't have to be good at my job.
I
just have to
can't
be condescending.
continue this conversation without some input here.
The DM doesn't need to explain anything. That's not their job. Their job
Oh
is
my
vibes.
god! I love this
Um,
tonight. I love it.
Ah.
I don't know what's happening. I love it.
Is there anything else for your turn?
No, I think that's going to be it.
This flame skull over here. Has it used its fireball yet?
He's not there anymore. I killed him.
No, he's got one hit left. It said he had one hit left.
Oh, I thought you meant he had one hit left and I overdid it. Okay.
No, he's got one hit left here.
Well, fuck me then.
Let me see 1 second. What's 20 feet? It's a 20-foot radius? Yeah, it's going to cast a fireball on you. Pinpoint it on you. Which will also cast a mirror and crunch. Both of you make dex saves.
These
It's just
fiery
gonna go-
cats.
And it's just going to say something. My throat's starting to give... Allie, what'd you roll?
4.
I have a 12.
I'm covered in mushrooms. I'm not very very fast.
You know that dice
You
goes
go-
all the way up to 20, right? You don't have to...
It's like
golf.
No.
Casimir also rolled a 4. Every single one of you failed.
Oh.
As it unleashes and just throws this down and just...
Mel's just going to be... That is just tragic.
I'm gonna say for continuity, it has to move out to where there's no silence. But it's wait, hold on. They can see where the silence is, right? Like it's not.
I mean,
It's not.
it's not physically something that looks like a thing,
This
as
isn't-
far as the spell says.
Yeah, they don't see where it is. They don't see where it is. They don't see where it is. Huh. Fun fact about flame skulls: every one of their components, the spells, has a physical component. I'm gonna do this
because they
one.
don't
You
have
mean
to do-
verbal?
yeah, they don't have to do the material or the somatic because they ain't got those arms.
It's gonna fire at close range at Allie instead. Oh Jesus, I hate this. It's gonna miss with the first one, but it's gonna hit you with a firebolt with the second one, and hit you for 11 on that one, hitting you with that, and it's just gonna like a medium alley with extra mushrooms for delivery. That's cute. I'm gonna interpret that kinky. Okay, so it hits you, and it does like 11 fire damage, and it's just hits you, and it just goes.
Hey, I actually still have my reaction, right?
Sure, why not?
Because I just took my turn, right?
Yeah.
So if it starts its turn there, within 10 feet of me, can it make a con save, please?
Which ability are you using? Halo Spores?
Halo of Spores.
I'm also invisible, so does that still get me?
No, you didn't get got. You didn't get
Oh.
hit at all, Tammy.
Oh.
Allie, I'm gonna let you have this because it's a one shot. But I think if this were not a one shot, I would have said we've already gone through we've gone through 3 attacks and 2 timelines of attacks. You know what I mean? Because I did the 5.
Oh, I see.
But
I see.
but right now I'm
Okay.
letting you do this. So it's gonna roll. It's gonna make a if it fails, so it's gonna roll a con save, and you gave it disadvantage on the con saves, right?
No, I gave a disadvantage on con checks.
Oh, that's not the same thing for this. Okay.
I don't think so.
No.
Okay. Well, it rolled a 15, so don't take any damage because you emit these spores, and it looks at you as it starts to breathe these in. What type of damage does it do?
It's necrotic, but it's 1d8 plus 1d6.
It's immune to lots of types of damage, so I had to check.
Ah.
Actually, no, that's true. Roll 1d8 plus 1d. Let me double check some about hex.
It's not hex, it's because I'm in my it's because it's in my symbiotic entity. Oh wait, hang on a second.
No, that's
Your
only when you
Halo-
hit with the melee attack.
Roll double damage dice for your Halo of Spores damage. So it's
Oh,
actually
okay.
2d8.
So roll 2d8. Let me double check something.
So the total is 12.
Cool. Yeah, it's fucked. It starts to breathe these in, and it just sort of shattered, falls apart, falls to the floor, cracks. Casimir's turn. What is Casimir gonna do? Casimir's gonna come over. I'm conserving spell slots for him like there's gonna be a next session. Fuck this. He's gonna shoot magic missile and roll 3 and hit this flame skull. He's gonna dart over, fling out these missiles, hit it for 11 points of damage. Look and say, I'm not as good at insults as Melpomene or perhaps Agnes, but you should die now. Crunch, it's your turn.
Okay, so it is still alive, right?
It is still alive. It is still alive.
Okay. Then, and am I still invisible?
You are still invisible because greater invisibility maintains until it loses concentration, essentially.
Okay. Then I will go up to it here.
Mm-hmm. You're in the
And
invisibility. You're in the silence
or
area.
silence. Yep, that's fine. I don't need to say anything to it while I kill it, so I'm going to take my first swing at
Jesus.
it. That is going to be a 22. I get plus 11 on my freaking hits. Holy shit!
Yeah, that's
balls.
ridiculous. That hurts. Yeah. So you hit for roll your damage as you crack into this thing.
Okay, so we're gonna go 10.
Okay, how do you want to do this?
Oh, I'm gonna be
That's 10
expecting.
hits, Tammy.
Oh.
Well, I'm just gonna go prepare for like a big hit and another one, and oh. But of course, nobody hears me because I'm in the silence.
Horse
Oh,
sees you.
one last thing. Roll the attack roll one more time. It still has blur on, so it still technically have a disadvantage. I don't think this will make a difference because its armor class is 13. You would need to roll a nat 1 for this to not succeed. But technically, I gotta. Yeah, this thing's dead. You smash this thing. As you do, it breaks. The room quiets down and Ben's vocal cords start to recover. As this ends, leaving you guys in this room once more. And Casimir just says, now that is sorted.
That was fucking annoying.
Yes.
Just for the record, oh, it's already gone, so I can hear this now?
Yeah, I would have
Um,
dropped it.
Okay.
I'd assumed.
Okay.
I'd assumed, so I just went with that.
Agnes is just putting herself out.
Are you okay, Agnes?
Anybody else hurt?
No.
I've had worse.
All right.
Nope. I'll walk up to Agnes and here, I was holding this for you and I'll hand you back your nail.
Do
Okay.
you need those? Casimir says.
I'm no. I mean, they grow back.
But how
Okay.
long will it take?
One night.
Oh, okay.
Does this bother you?
Well,
I mean, it barely hurts. And like I can talk to you in your head with them, so that's helpful.
okay. I'll hold it.
It's uncomfortable but effective. You
Would you
said barely.
prefer? Would you
Hmm?
prefer tooth?
I prefer you not to be in pain, Agnes. You said it barely hurts, but that's still pain.
I mean, yeah, but that's fine. I can take it.
Life is pain.
She gets
That is
it.
true. Can take it and should take it are two very different things, dear Agnes.
I'm just going to sort of kick at the little bits of flame skull on the floor.
And it just goes, ow! I want to be clear. Roll an Arcana check. And tell me what you get, because I don't know if I'll see it.
16.
Yeah, so this thing is still dead, but they were enchanted in the first place. There's residual magic in that voice, but it is dead.
Hey, Crunch. I got an idea.
Yeah.
That tunnel back there? Grab the biggest rock you can find from it.
Okay. I will do so.
Crunch comes back with a large rock. How big of a rock are you looking for, Crunch?
The
Boulder.
biggest one there is.
You know what? You find a boulder.
I get a boulder.
It won't fit all the way through. Is that a problem for what you're going?
I got a boulder here, but I don't think I'll fit through the doorway.
I'm just going to sort of scoop up the shards of bone.
Mm-hmm.
Leave a pile on the floor. You want to lay that right on top here? They may come back, but they'll have a hell of a time coming out of here.
Tammy, you could technically go all the way around and bring it through the entrance, because the crack in the wall actually leads to outside.
Okay. I'll do that.
You come back, Crunch eventually comes back with this large rock and into this area. After a minute, you come back. You're visible now, the greater invisibility having worn off. You have this rock.
Holder.
Yeah.
Can I make some sort of Arcana check or something to see if Dispel Magic would have an effect on the skulls?
Sure. Make an Arcana check.
I'm not very smart, but we'll find out. Where are my checks? Oh, okay, wait, hang on. I'm not Callista anymore. 17.
How do you know how skulls work?
How do I know how skulls work?
Magic-wise, character-wise.
I've been disposing of them. I disposed of them most of my childhood.
You know that to dispel magic or remove curse, anything could destroy them, but also they could just be prevented from getting back together, very literally.
Interesting.
As you consider this, a rock slams down from Crunch on top of them.
Well, that fixes that, I guess.
Simple as good.
I'm not gonna argue there.
Casimir says, yes. It's your guys' action where you'd like to go here. You see this hallway up ahead. There's 2 doors down. There's 2 doors down at the edge of the hall. And then there's 3 doors on the side walls, indicating that there is other rooms hidden over in that direction.
That's over this a ways?
Yeah.
Okay.
As you guys are looking in here, you hear footprints from down the hall. Agnes, what's your passive perception? 22. Jesus Christ. You hear footprints that sound very familiar. Walking down the hall, the steps of the Amber Temple.
I
You hear the
will. Oh, go ahead.
You hear the footsteps, not of Count Strahd von Zorovich, but of the Count's most trusted advisor, Rahadin.
Ugh.
They are entering the halls. They have no reason to know that you're here.
I will whisper to Crunch to hopefully pass along to me. We've got company.
I will relay that to the dudes. Malpomene and Casimir.
And Casimir says, "Do we hide? I feel as though we should hide. He is cruel."
Can I get a vague sense of how close at this point he is? Like, is he on the stairs outside? Okay.
Yeah.
So, what I want to do is once he gets inside the doors, I am going to reach around the door,
Mm-hmm.
and I would like to cast. A second. Is it? It's my touch. Cloud Kill. Out into the hallway, or like into the main area.
Where he's going to be?
Yes, where he's heading.
Okay, let's put that on the map. What is it, 20 feet, or how big is the range of it?
It's a 20-foot radius, so it's 40 feet in diameter, and it's a sphere that slowly moves away from me.
I really... okay. So let's see here. Okay, so
Why
it's
did
going
it
to be...
roll? Stop rolling.
So it's going to be a
I rolled
40
one
foot...
anyway.
It's going to be 40 foot in diameter sphere.
Mm-hmm.
To cast it where you see, you're saying it has to be where you could see, right? Within range. Oh, it doesn't actually say where you see. You don't see where you're putting it. Okay.
It says a point you choose within range, so since I'm familiar with the area, I kind of figured that I could just kind of...
Yeah. No, that's valid. You're valid.
Just let my spores kind of slip around the door and slowly grow into
That's large enough.
gaseous area.
And I'm going to... Yeah, that's big enough. We're going to move this. Allie, is here fine?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Now, do you want him? Are you trying to wait for him to walk into it? Or are you trying to walk him into it? Or are you trying to make like a wall for him to not go through?
Once he gets inside, I'm kind of hoping that it'll kind of sweep over him from behind as he's walking through. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay.
So if I've done it too early, then I'll hold off and wait until he's further in.
I'll tell you right now, the dude's got passive perception like wow. He's not going to fail to notice it coming towards him. You either throw it on him or in front of him.
Then roughly on where he is.
Okay, so you're trying to hit him with it directly.
Yes, I'm trying to get him in it.
Okay, I know. I just want to make sure, like, if you're if you're throwing it on him, then he's gonna see you casting it and stuff like that. Like,
Mm,
let me. I'm gonna message you something on Discord real fast so you can
thank
see what
you.
I'm going for. 1 second.
Okay. Um.
There you go.
Oh,
I just sent you that. Yeah.
gotcha. Okay. Yeah,
Hmm.
my goal is to hit him with it, but I want to hit him with it when he's inside. I don't want
Okay,
the door to be open
that's
from the
fair.
outside.
Okay.
That's my goal.
Um. So you hit him with it as he comes down. This appears over him, and we'll put it in the map. What is his save he has to make when you hit him with it?
It's a con 16.
Roll your damage.
22 poison.
You throw this, and it appears around him, strikes him. And as the cloud kill begins to strike into him, he just sort of this tall, dark elf in leather armor with this fur jacket, cloak, scar running down his face, stoic, serious, graceful. Then you cast this cloud kill, and he turns and looks, sees Agnes. Agnes, you can move out of the way, but like he would see it as he would see it at the same time you cast his spell. He passes the con save, taking 11 damage. Is there anything else you want to do at this exact moment?
So, did we determine that I can't do it from behind the door? Is that why he would
Oh,
see
you
me?
want to do it? I'm sorry. No, okay, so you're right. So
I
you
thought
do
we had
this.
established that
No,
he
you're right.
could
You
see it.
can. You can.
So,
So you can do it without it. But he would look in that direction with and know that's where it's coming from, even if he wouldn't know that you did it or things like that.
sure.
Um, he turns and let me see here. He is going to misty step over here, and you hear him just set his footfall over here, closer and closer.
From where I
And she
am,
says, mm-hmm.
the Flame Skulls had line of sight out. Would I see any of this?
Let me see how the line of sight is established for them. Oh, they didn't fix this in the update. Great. Let me see. Oh, that's bad. Okay. I'm going to remove this just for the hell of it. And then I'm going to place this. All right. So let's say if you can see that, let me effect change one more thing because I see one more thing they're doing weird with the lighting in this one. So if you could see over there, you would have seen Rahadin get struck with the cloud kill and then Misty step in your direction. You wouldn't have seen the rest.
Okay. I'm then going to whisper back to Crunch. Incoming.
Casimir will run hide over here. Rahadin will say, I didn't expect to see any of you here. I didn't come here for you. But these tricks with this poison. Melpomene? Agnes? Which one of my Dark Lord's guests raised their hand to me? You hear footsteps coming closer.
I'll back through this door.
Are you going to close the door or leave it open?
Mm, I'll close it.
All right. Moves through. He says, "So you have the strength to ambush me, but not the conviction to stand by your actions.
Could I?
I,
Actually, let me just verify distances here because it's a little weird.
I'm assuming, I'm just going to keep talking to Vizier, because I assume maybe Melpomene, she seems the type to re-present cowardice as pragmatism. But then again, Agnes's brutish nature means that maybe she took a hammer to this meeting. Reed, is there anything you want to do?
I'm going to Misty Step out onto this hallway. So through the arrow loop, 30 feet away.
Okay, get over there. Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to sneak up behind him from this side.
Roll stealth
Use
check.
My movement. Stealth. $24.
He moves closer to the doors, unaware of you.
I'm just going to go ambush isn't over, bitch. And I'm going to throw 2 daggers. I'm going to bonus action Planar Warrior, and then 2 daggers, and I'm going to throw the favorite foe on if I hit.
Okay, roll with advantage because you have the drop on him.
And this is going to be Sharpshooter, just to make it extra good.
Should we roll for initiative on this? I guess so.
That's a 20.
23 from him. Roll your initiatives, everybody. Let me know what they are.
I had a dream, Rahadim, that I killed you like 2 years ago.
Initiative 8.
18 again for who am I? Crunch.
This is why I don't like digital dice. 3 for Agnes.
Roll your attack rolls, Mapomini, with advantage.
Okay.
I don't know everything you can do, so I'm trusting you here.
So the first one, I rolled a 20.
Okay, 20 hits.
So this
And how
is
much
the
damage?
first part of it. So 20 plus.
I'm going to give you the actions. I'm not going to give you the bone. Should I give you the bonus actions? I'm going to give you the one full action. I'm not going to give you the full bonus actions and everything. Because you're getting the drop, and then immediately he's going to, like, turn around. I think we're going to go into combat. Is that fair of me? I'm kind of fudging it with this. Reed, what do you think? Or I'm asking your honest judgment. Like,
I mean, I was kind of counting on a surprise round.
okay, then yeah, go ahead with that. Go ahead with that. So hit him with the strike. So it's 5. How much damage is it total? 5 damage.
This is going to be 29 damage for the
What
first
type?
attack. Force.
29 force. Jesus. You strike him with that. And yeah, you strike him, and he just turns around and looks at you, goes, "You." And continue your actions.
Ain't I a stinker? And I'm gonna follow up with a 22 to attack.
22 hits. Roll damage.
For 20 damage.
That. How do you have 20 piercing damage?
I'm
What?
rolling Sharpshooter.
That doesn't answer my question for me.
I take a penalty to my attack roll in order to get a bonus to my damage roll.
Okay.
-5 to attack for +10 to damage.
Oh, I see. Okay. That's ridiculous. So you hit him for 20. Did you take a bonus action?
Bonus action was marking him with Planar Warrior.
Okay.
But I am going to duck around the corner to finish my action.
Jesus. We go into combat. As you run, he says, he sort of collects himself from the pain and says, Milpomene, I have a question for you that you can answer now or have answered for you later. Those things attached to your head, do each one of them suffer when you die? When they're cut, sliced from you? Does each one of them fear? Or are they not intelligent enough? You seem to know.
Question for you, dude. Are you an ass?
I'd have to have something to be scared of first.
Crunch, did you say that?
Yeah.
Yes. You have just enough intelligence to be a fool.
I can crush your head in my hand.
Then do it. Let that be the end of me. If
Okay.
you'll do that. Rahadin throws back his cape as the dramatic bitch that he is. He is going to dart forward to where Melpomene went. You can come out here, see you. You're not hiding anymore, right? Of course not, you're attacking.
No.
See you, look at you and say, I want to watch every part of you die. He's going to step forward. He is going to swing, pull out the scimitar, this blade. He's going to hold out his hand, and this blade rises, the hilt rises to his hand. Takes this, cuts into you, as I strike my monitor, cuts into you. What's your armor class?
Just 16.
All three of them hit. A 17, a 25, and a 28 hit. And he strikes, cuts it down. 8 plus 11 is 19, plus 11 is 30, 30 damage as he strikes into you in this moment. Is that, do you take all that? Do you have any reaction to anything to that?
Nope.
You say, do you know how many have died before you at my hands? Would you like to meet them? And as he says this, you hear this chorus of agony and weeping around you. You hear everyone that begged for their life, everyone that had pure bravado in the face of death, meaningless and helpless. You heard everybody whimper, everybody giving orders to their family to run, to just run, running through your body, soaking through who you are. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw against the deathly choir he imposes on you now.
That's a 10.
He does full damage. Lucky for you, the dice are in your favor right now, as he does 8 psychic damage to you from this moment.
Yeah, it feels like the dice are in my favor.
He looks at you and says, I've never been convinced to stay my hand once I begin my work. But maybe if you beg, truly from the heart of you, well, we can see.
I'm just going to
Casimir's
look him
action.
in the eye. I've been dead once before. I came back better.
Smiles. Casimir's action. Casimir's going to look to Crunch and Agnes for a cue as to whether he's charging in there. You guys don't have time to talk, like facial expressions. Are you charging in there, yes or no? Right. He charges
Uh,
up, throws. What's up?
Oh, no. I was just going to say that I'm not charging in yet.
But do you give him the go ahead too?
Oh, yes.
Okay, he charges. He throws open this door. And he runs in and he says, "You have done enough to this land." And he charges out and he is going to throw out a firebolt. Which in this case, yeah. He throws the firebolt, throws this firebolt, and Rahadin takes the sword and just cuts this through. It rolled a 10 and he blocks it and says, "I've only killed a few thousand, Casimir. I'm barely getting started. Dark elf, by the way. That means That means I know where the rest of you live. The rest of your loved ones live. Did I not finish that? Crunch, it's your turn."
Okay. So I'm going under the assumption that the door is open and I can
Yeah.
see him.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I want to go ahead and where my mouse? There it is. I want to go ahead and cast Scorching Ray at 2nd level on him.
Mm-hmm.
So my to hit him is going to be a 20.
20 hits.
Okay, and I'm sending all 3 at him. Huh? I don't get that.
They're 3 individual attacks. You actually roll for each
okay.
one.
Oh, okay. 1, 2, and 3. So 5, 7, and 6.
No, you roll each attack roll separately as well.
Oh, what? Really?
Yeah. It's literally 3 attacks in one spell.
Oh, for each ray. Okay. Yep. My apologies.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
forgive you this time.
The
But get
So
it
the
together,
second
or
one-
Crunch is going to have problems in the next session.
second one is 27. And then the third one is going to be 15.
The first 2 hits, so we'll take the 5 and the 7.
Yep.
You hit those, strike this, he just ducks back out of the way. Takes a total of 12 damage. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
Nope, that's it. I just clicked the cast, so ignore what comes through here now. That is it.
Okay. He is going to take a legendary action, which apparently he has now.
Oh.
And he is just going to throw this poison dagger straight to Crunch. It has disadvantage because of Melpomene. And that definitely does not hit as he throws this, flies past. Or, you know what, Casimir, Agnes, do you want to block it if you want?
Yeah, actually, I do
Yeah,
want to
just
add that.
drama-wise.
Give that +4. Oh, I see. I don't need the
No,
reaction.
I'm just letting you flavor it if you
All
want
right,
to block it.
I have my shield still, so I can just throw it up.
Mm-hmm. You block it. I figure she's standing in front of you and he missed. I'm like, this is a cool drama moment. Throws it, hits that, and he looks and he goes, "You've been training. You can't rescue all of them." Melpomene, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to make an attack with my snake hair. 'Cause I haven't done that yet.
I want to hear how this works. Or I'll see. Okay, so make a melee attack with your attack was equal to your proficiency plus dexterity. So your oh, that's a +8. Okay. And the target must. So that's a 19 hits. Do 1d6 piercing damage.
And I believe I also get my bonus damage from favorite foe.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm still. Oh, I needed to do concentration checks for that.
Oh, did you? I didn't realize it worked like that. I don't know anything about rangers.
So
Thought you were gonna
3
say about
concentration.
D&D.
First is 19.
Mm-hmm.
Second is 8. So I would have lost favorite foe. So just the straight up snake.
I did not realize that. Okay. So yeah, thank you for being honest, because I would have just believed you. So you did. So he has to make a con save against. He gets bitten by this thing. He takes 9 damage. He takes 9 damage as the snakes bite into him, and he looks at the poison seeping into his body. He doesn't even try to like wipe it off or anything. He just looks at it. He goes, "Do you have any idea how many people died trying to get one bit of poison into me, and how little it helped?" You can continue your turn if you like.
I'm going to continue with my second attack, again with the snake hair. For a 21.
Yeah, strike again. He looks at you. He's taunting you. All of a sudden, just stabbing. He's like, snakes come in. Yeah, face the snakes. So hit him. He takes another 10 damage.
And then I'm going to look at him. My eyes are going to flare up in red flames before the rest of my body seems to just spontaneously combust. I'm going to say, "See you in hell." I'm going to cast Etherealness.
Hell is etherealness.
You step into the border regions of the ethereal plane in the area where it overlaps with your current plane. You remain in the border ethereal for the duration or until you dismiss the spell. You can move in a direction. If you move up or down, every foot of movement costs an extra foot. You can see and hear the plane you originated from, but everything there looks gray. You can only affect or be affected by other creatures on that plane. Creatures that aren't on that plane can't perceive you and can't interact with you.
You fade into this thing. You fade into the ethereal plane. So you see this grayish shadow world, the magical world overlapping on this one. As you do, you see countless hundreds, if not thousands, of faces all and bodies overlapping around Rahadin, looking to you, reaching out to you for some sign of help or guidance or mercy, knowing full well that you can't actually touch any of them.
And I'm going to use my movement to go 60 feet east.
Let me put you. I tried to hide you, but let me.
30 feet east.
I'll put you here. I'll make a token. You can move it as you will.
Okay.
So I took some steps to upgrade Rahadin since Reed and Tammy saw him. Is that it for your turn?
Yep. That's not enough?
That's fine. He says, "Come back here, Milpomene. Come back here and face me. I will cut every one of those things from you. I will watch you weep until when you realize that it's your turn soon. Come here or admit that you're scared of this fate." Agnes, it's your turn.
Okay, this is kind of tinkery, so you might just give it to me anyway, but with all of
Mhm.
the bouldery tomfoolery, has it been 10 minutes or more? Since
Not really, no.
Let's go. Okay, so can I keep my symbiotic entity then?
Oh, hell yeah, girl. Go get it.
Yay! Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm still covered in mushrooms, and what you watch happen is Agnes just rips them off her shoulders and throws them at Rahadin. So I'll step forward so that I have line of sight on him. So I'll come like right next to Casimir and rip them off my shoulders, throw them at him, and I'm gonna create it's called spreading spores, a 10-foot cube of swirling spores around him.
Jesus. Does it stay in one place?
Yes, for 1 minute.
We're going to put some sickly Agnes green on this. Swirling spores, so like something like that?
Yeah.
Yay!
So then after doing that, so she throws them out and then she goes, "Watch me save them all." And then arms come down. Her elder cross of the cage mushrooms curls around into the dragon crown that she wears, and from the ground she pulls up the spirit of an emerald dragon.
Are you
In the
using Summon
space,
Draconic Spirit?
yeah, in the space just north of him.
What is the thing you use to cast the Spreading Spores? Okay. Yeah, spores.
It's a
So
bonus action.
Yeah, it is. You... And we're gonna mask some of the spoilers for this, Allie, you know what I mean. But you... summon this large... draconic beast, this spirit of silver wisp and mist. It almost seems like the clouds are pressed into the form of this dragon as it emerges from nothingness into vengeance. And it
has,
looks...
Oh, go for it.
Go on.
It has the same twinkling green, like the similar green to her skin color, because it's emerald, which means that it has resistance to psychic, and now I have resistance to psychic.
It looks at Rahadin, and it says, "My work was not done." As it moves forward, there's another tale of heroes standing against cruelty and against malice in the most unlikely times. And a battle rages on. I'm sorry for that. Between one of the deepest sadists in all of Barovia and three of its greatest heroes. As we begin to fade out, if any of you wants to say one last thing in character to each other or to Rahadin or anything, I will roll one at a time, just if you guys want a sign-off moment. Something theatrical, and if you want it to be a damage thing, we could do that too. Reed, what do you want your closing moment to be?
I'm imagining the last part of it is going to be just Mel popping out of etherealness, throwing 3 darts down as she appears from another universe, basically.
Throwing them. The darts flying forward towards him. Callista. And we're not rolling stats, but Callista, what are you doing? Do you want to do anything else as a closing moment?
Agnes would love to.
Okay, well, I guess you can have one too.
Actually, Agnes, I'm pretty happy with the Watch Me Save Them All, but the last thing I imagined, because it has initiative immediately after mine, well, it has the same initiative, but it goes right after me, I imagine that the draconic spirit just exhales a cone of swirling green energy and does psychic damage just as it swallows him. The breath weapon swallows him, not him. You know. It was cool for a second, and then I lost
it's good. It's good. Casimir draws his blades, 2 small daggers. Says, "You will not take another one of them. For my people, for my friends, you go no further." Crunch, what would you like to do?
I know that in everything that's happened, it's not been an hour, but let's say that it is.
Sure.
And I would have Crunch will just say, there you are. I will have had cast Find Familiar because it takes an hour.
Swooping in.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say he would just poof appear and like.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then he would look at Rahadim, and you've seen those little owls that are cute, and then they turn sideways, and then they look that devil face.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the really mean, scary look. He will aim that look at Rahadim.
Elsewhere, as the 4 of you converge. Elsewhere, in the night, in the days Before the end of days, the Lotus Witch, impassively and and eternally neutral in these battles, meditates on the conflicts that happen within the different windows and realms of her tower. And as she documents the story within, considers that there will always be evil, unimaginable, unyielding. There will always be heroes that hold the line, crash down upon it. She is curious, not hopeful, because it doesn't matter to her so much, but curious whether her own continent has as many heroes and whether they shall stand as strong. She looks out the window at the mass shadow, incomprehensibly large, on its march towards Mitros. And she will soon write about this day.
Especially the owl.
She says there will always. She says though there will always be heroes. And that's where we're going to end this session. Thank you guys for playing.
Oh, thank you, Ben, for reminding me about Peanut. I literally had forgotten I had Peanut.
How dare.
I wanted to have an ally. I wanted to be in there too. I wanted to get this. I should have done one from Allie's game. It feels like that would have balanced the scales a little bit more, but I missed Casimir a lot. And then once I rolled
from my game were kind of jerks.
They kind of were. I didn't think they. I'm thinking about it now. I'm like, I couldn't remember. It would have been as fun to play them as Casimir. Casimir is like was the prototype of character, few words, but small on words, but big on personality. He was like the first one that I rolled that way. But
also the ultimate straight man.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
They ran into their campaign. Casimir was always just like very Draxian serious without like a lot of humor for a lot of his part. And then like you couldn't see the arc here, but there was like an arc of him realizing that he actually cared about Peanut, and like the only personality he ever showed was when he was being nice to Peanut. And it was a fun thing.
I loved this dude.
Mm-hmm.
Agnes would have like died for this guy. I mean,
Agnes is awesome.
Doesn't take much. Agnes will die for almost anyone, but
Agnes is incredible. Agnes is incredible. And,
Agnes was my first PC I ever made, you guys.
Oh,
this seems like this could be a hell of a party. Like the group of the three of us, we could be pretty devastating.
I know this isn't like the most popular thing right now, but I'm like, what if we just did Curse of Strahd again? Like, it's not a real thought because I know there's a million things with it, but I'm like, I just really enjoyed tonight, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I did too. I did too.
No, bad.
I would honestly though love to do like a spooky mini campaign or something with y'all.
Yeah,
at some point.
Fun.
Ooh.
So there's an alternate.
I like spooky.
There's an alternate opening to Death House. I think GamerBot did it. I can't remember. There's Death House and there's House of Lamentation. Because House of Lamentation was released like last year. I would love to do, if you guys want to do, we'll talk about this offline actually, but House of Lamentation is meant to take like 2 to 4 sessions at most if you want to do like a mini campaign. You did House of Lamentation GamerBot. Okay, cool. Anyway. This was a lot of fun. If you were here, no spoilers. If you in the chat, don't talk about any big spoilers when I say this, okay? Because not everybody in the chat was here last week, and they don't want to be here, so no big spoilers. But next week resumes the final battle, the end of days, for the group. And when I say final battle, I want to set expectations on 2 things. 1, I do mean that I fully expect to roll our initiative for the very last time in the campaign. 2, the final battle is massive and could probably take months on its own. Like, this is some One Piece shit that it is.
I I tell you, I wasn't expecting you to go through and turn all of Mitros into marshmallow. Like, that came out of
Yeah.
nowhere.
Just really, I mean,
It's a thing that it's a plot twist. It's a plot twist.
it really set it up for the s'mores joke, though, so that
Mhm.
worked.
Yeah. I love you guys. Any final words for you guys head out?
That was
Sasquatch.
fun.
Hmm. Oh yeah. Gamerbot did give inspiration to all of you guys as his sign off before because he can't be here for the rest of the campaign.
Oh,
Yeah, and I think
Yeah,
there were
Right.
like 2 dice rolls last session, so...
it was all just talking and crying.
That's not true. There was some crying, then talking.
That's true. Um, Jesus, Micah, that is a. You betrayed them to Strahd and got your own mini domain. That's.
Okay, quick side note. In our campaign that
Yes,
we
dear.
did with Ben, we had one session where it was a 2 versus 2 PvP, and the context of it actually also took place in the Ember Temple, but
Yeah.
was that we didn't know what it was at the time, but was that we were all kind of evil, and we were basically competing for to be allowed to live and receive a favor from Strahd.
Yeah, the campaign with the. Yeah, sorry.
And mine was that I wanted my own like not a domain, but like I wanted basically an arena to make people fight to the death.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
My
I
character
remember
was
that.
a barbarian who was basically a professional wrestler.
Yeah, that was the actual story. Yeah, I remember that story. Okay, yeah, the story was because they wanted a PvP situation. So what they did was I cut ahead to a timeline where they were four. It was a prequel. As they cut ahead to 4 characters that were on an evil campaign to get to Strahd and ask for his help, her help and theirs. But when they got there, Strahd basically, so all 4 of you are willing to fight and die for favors, and they're like, yeah. And she said, okay. You know what? The 2 of you that are left alive at the end of the day get your favors. And that was the premise for the PvP match. And all of them were supposed to be playing characters that either were morally neutral and obsessed enough or evil enough or whatever that they would, for their own reasons, take Strahd up on that. And that led to the PvP match. And then when the fight was over, they all got to leave relics that the main party would find because there's a prequel. They would find them.
The 2 that won got to leave relics.
The 2 that won got to find relics in the future, yeah.
We ended up splitting it though into
You guys.
me and the other person who was primarily like roleplay based,
Yeah.
and then the 2 people who were the most devastating at like mechanical combat,
Mhm.
and it was
Yeah.
almost comical.
It
Like
was-
I tanked almost 200 points of damage, but it was still extremely one-sided.
You did an incredible amount, but yeah, the other group had the player that I refer to, who might be watching this, I don't know, who I've said I had to call him on the phone before the final battle and said, I need to nerf your character specifically so that the final fight is fun. That is how powerful he was. Anyway, that is the kink. Okay, friends, beautiful people, lovely people, people just with good personalities. You know, you're all beautiful. I will see you all next week. You guys have a chance to say goodnight if 3 of you want to say it, but other than that, be well.
Bonne nuit.
Bye.
Au revoir.